teacher education, there are so many issues also there. Particularly when you wanted to implement this policy, level specific program. Initially they were thinking about one program for one nation, which is very difficult because our teacher preparation programs keeping in view of the adequate developmental stages into consideration, right? That is why we have structured the school education also, the foundation stage. Earlier we have pre-primary, primary, upper primary or higher primary, secondary or senior secondary, like this kind of a classification we had in the school education. And that's all levels are based on this, the cognitive aspects into mind. So that is, but now it is divided into this, the foundation stage, which includes the pre-primary and the preparatory stage and the middle school and the secondary. That is they don't want to have. So that is the preparing the teachers for each level is really a kind of challenging. Now this ITEP program, which is the government of India trying to propagate, which their intention is to implement across the country from 2030 onwards. Anybody wanted to come into the teaching profession, they cannot come back after graduation, after the post-graduation. Only they have to decide at the +2 levels. Similarly, like engineering or the medicine, where people who are interested to go for this, becoming the medical professionals, they go to the NEET exam or any other medical related examination, and they go in that particular line. In the same way, for the teaching also, they wanted to make it at the +2 level only. That's the policy. That particular problem with the level specific, and these pedagogical experts are not available in some particular areas, particularly the foundation stage, particularly for the pre-primary. We have an acute shortage of the the trainers. Single subject teacher preparation programs. Now some states already having a policy of single subject teachers. Now NEP 2020 also is saying that each teacher, they have a subject teachers, and that will have a lot of implications, and creating some jobs, and creating the new jobs is not that easy to the government. And the teacher education in multidisciplinary institutes, there are so many challenges also there. The Central University of Tamil Nadu, we are having this, the 4-year, the BSc B.Ed program is there. But there are some challenges which physically, as the associate member of the university, we have the problems that the people who are not accepting this, the disciplinary specific, because education now itself is approved as a independent discipline, but some kind of thinking that why do we have to have this the micro teaching. Recently I went to this NIT Varangal, where there is also this 4 years program is implemented. And this the people say that the micro teaching is not required, but where do you provide the training of this acquisition of the skills? So that is a more important. So these kind of some challenges also there. And the choices of the subjects in the teacher education programs. Now we can just see CBSE website. So many choices they have given in the senior secondary, class 9th onwards. They can choose. Earlier only from 11th class onwards we used to choose the subjects. Now it has started from the 9th onwards. And then when you prepare this one, preparing the teachers for that kind of a very difficult. In Tamil Nadu, this preparing the teachers for the computer science. I am happy at least here. First year 14 members, and the second year some 4 or 5 members are there who are opted for this computer science. And then the pedagogical teachers to teach this computer science is difficult. Now artificial intelligence is going to be the school subject, machine learning, Python programming, and where do we get the teachers for teaching of these subjects? It is really a kind of a challenge in the teacher preparation, future teacher preparation programs. And then the multiple entry and exit. Now the policy advocating that you have to give the flexibility, and when they want to they can continue, or they don't want to continue, they can take exit. After 1 year, if they take exit, you can issue the certificate and you can send them out, and they can come back again after 1 or 2 years maybe working. Particularly this people, maybe your siblings or maybe your known people who are going to this abroad, particularly for this study purpose. They study 1 year, 1 semester, or maybe 2 semesters. They take a break, go to the employment, acquiring some professional skills. Again, they come back for this the MS program. In the same way, here also they wanted to give the opportunity. But in the teacher education program, the practicing the skills is a really big challenge. But we have to wait and see how they are going to be implemented. That that is a big challenge in this particular. And credit logging system had already ABC started. Most of the universities have started, and that is one of the things. National Mission for Mentoring. In the previous speaker was mentioning about the mentoring system. Already started. NCTE started the mentoring system by identifying the experience and the teachers, and they are continuously providing this one through the online. People who are interested to acquire, even the student teachers, people can also see some models. At least earlier we don't have the opportunity to see the multiple models for the practicing on our own. Now we have an opportunity. Earlier we had the teacher tube was there, but of course the teacher tube, most of the things are from the outside the country. Even our own context also, some MOOCs also there, and we have the Regional Institute of Education Mysore. Internship in teaching on MOOCs is there. It is available in Swayam platform, and those kind of things are the credits can be acquired independently on our own. It is a whatever is the prescribed year in this year program, first semester 20 credits, second semester 21 or 22 credits, or third semester 20 credits. Like that, we have a prescribed number is there, but we have an opportunity to acquire the more number of credits. We had one student, the PSA program, during this 4 years program, he acquired another 80 credits. The entire this was a 4 year course, that is 8 semesters. 8 into 20, 160. In addition to 160, he acquired another 80 credits by doing independently on his own the add-on credits. So that kind of the facility. Earlier, unfortunately, there was no ABC, that's the academic bank of credits. Now he is having. So that gives when you wanted to go to abroad, different places. Earlier, this 4 years concept is not a new concept. When Atal Bihari Vajpayee was the Prime Minister of India, he initiated because people, only engineering college people and the professional programs with 4 year duration only are getting the opportunities to go to abroad. So that is how this 4 years program. During this, the 90s, I still remember most of our students by doing some kind of a diploma in computer programming and computer applications. In addition to our 4 years program, they went to the abroad and they have settled as this software professionals. Like they are getting the opportunities, and the people also going again they went to this research labs and other places. So people who are this 3 years program, they are not getting much opportunity. Even if they go, they have to acquire that equivalence in this international equivalence purpose. So they take on this 4 years program. But our 4 years program is a model integrated teacher education program, which is experimented in all regional institutes from 1965 onwards. The then principal of RIE Mysore, College of Regional College of Education, Madam Mahalachari, she is the daughter of Chakravarti Rajagopalachari, and she is the responsible. In 1965, she visited the 6 countries, and she came out with a model, that is the Ohio State University model. Ohio State University model is the model for the 4 year teacher education program, which is implementing. Now, it is a lot of this, particularly we have to give the local culture, local specific, local aspects into consideration. Now it has become our program. Right now, merit-based scholarship for studying the 4 years program is already 12th 5-year plan sub-document on teacher education. It is available on the net. It was proposed, but unfortunately it has not implemented. Probably hoping that once the government of India take a decision, we get that. Incentives for the teachers to take up this, the teaching jobs. That's even in the policy document is there. We have to wait and see how these people are going to be posted in a rural areas, and they want to have a quarters for them, because instead of commuting from nearby place, they have to stay in that place only. And particularly people who are in a remote, at least Tamil Nadu public transport system is very good. And there is some places even in urban South India, particularly if you can go to the Godavari banks, in some parts of the Godavari banks in East Godavari district of Andhra Pradesh, very difficult. Even now there is no public transport system in some places. Similarly, Andhra Orissa border, some places, some remote places which are no familiar to me are having very the meager facilities. So people who are willing to go to such places. Then in Telangana, Maharashtra border, that is this Adilabad, that people who are that's the Ramagundam, this the thermal project. A lot of problems also there. So such kind of places, inconvenient places, this disturbed places, people who are working. So for them, they want to give some kind of incentives. the teacher eligibility test now it is accepted because of the Right to Education Act. I think 2000, don't remember, 2000 somewhere that government of India called a Vice Chancellor's meeting. At that time, the then Vice Chancellor of Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University, Professor Viswanathan, he requested to give the exemption. People who are doing the 2 years course to give the exemption for this teacher eligibility test, but it is not approved, it is not considered. So, but it has become a mandatory for implementation. Now it is suggested policy go to that. And now the transformation has taken place, and everyone are familiar with the digital transformation. And because of this, the changes that is happening, even in this teacher education also required to get the infrastructure, software, and the networking, all these facilities, and people also should be familiar. And where there is a will, there is a way. We have one teacher by name Imran Khan. You can also see 2014. Honorable Prime Minister in UN meeting, he was mentioning that I have a pride teacher in India who is his name, he mentioned his name as Imran Khan. Imran Khan is a primary teacher, he is a social science background person. I know him because I worked in Ajmer, I know him personally. He got the national award for this ICT implementation. There are some people, even in this one, Virgin is there, SCRT, he is a Ramanathapuram district teacher, but he is a wonderful teacher with a lot of the familiarity about the use of the technologies. Just I mentioned there are some people even in Chennai city who are practicing, who are supporting this Now our intention is not to take examples. Everyone should become. Even in this that kind of facilities are required. Digital content, including the creation and distribution of digital content. Now you can just see the Tata Institute of Social Science recently, the Bombay, we also started this the master's program in education technology. We never anticipated last time, October we started the program. And because almost all universities closed their admission, with a special permission from the government of Andhra Pradesh, we started admission. We have got a few number of admissions. This year we have received the applications, around 930 applications we have received for 56. You can just see this. Some aspirants are more to learn the tools, because there is a tool course. Any degree is eligibility that we have given. And such kind of things also there. And the Tamil Nadu Madurai Kamaraj University started long back master's program in education technology, but that is not continued, because the Bharatiya University also started the media sciences department and other things. Like there are a few number, but it has become an independent discipline. Now it has to become a part of every teacher's responsibility to know about the process of the content creation using the various tools and curation. Analog tools are there. Earlier it was very difficult. Even when you wanted to take this video, like this kind of a camera, when you wanted to have this professional quality, particularly for this the telecast quality, you have to have the Betacam cameras and a cameraman, light man, so many things are required. And now it is not required. Everything we can use our mobile and we can also do. And one of our former student, who is a faculty member in Ajit Reddy University in Bangalore, and he used to do this lot of things. His work is about the augmented reality, and he used to go voluntarily and local schools, and he used to discuss. Particularly, we have our own school, demonstration school nearby Navodaya, and other schools. He used to go and interact how the augmentation is they are doing, and this systematically arranging. So that he used to come on discussion, and some kind of the reflective and other things, so practices which we need to apply. Earlier speaker mentioned all those things are possible. So digital literacy tools and the resources among the students, teachers, and other staff. Particularly this that is why he was mentioned in the beginning that now because of AI, earlier we used to say no technology can replace the teacher. And later the people say, teacher will be replaced by another teacher who can use the technology. Now he mentioned that the teacher can be replaced by the technology because of the artificial intelligence. So now we have to know we have to regulate the artificial intelligence as a teacher. Then only, otherwise it was difficult. 1980 there was a lot of opposition by this particularly employees unions. You can ask your elders that the computers are implementing in offices, and the computers will take away jobs, and there is no job, and they wanted to reduce the number of Now, nobody will say that computers created large number of courses. Chennai, Hyderabad, Pune, Bangalore, these are the places. Created large number of this the computer professionals working there from different parts of the country as well as the globe. So they are all getting the jobs. Similarly, even if we can prepare this some kind of the content which is very interactive, very useful, definitely that become the probably the young people will have a lot of creative abilities. So that is why there is a scope is there. Only we have to familiarize the tools and techniques that needs to be used. So they familiarization. Leveraging technology to provide the personalized learning experiences. Like some organizations also they are associating with the government. PAL, one Center Square Foundation is there, associating with Andhra and Telangana. Madi Foundation is there in Tamil Nadu. So they are associating this, the Khan Academy. These are this, the An Academy. These are the people who are supporting this government schools for providing this, the personalized adaptive learning PAL scheme but unfortunately this it's not percolating into this. They are providing some kind of the training to the teachers, but teachers are not accepting. Somehow it's not going to this the field. But problem is that we have to make them to accept. I think probably Tamil Nadu pridely, whenever we used to go earlier, they used to say ABL program is a pride program of Tamil Nadu. This the activity based learning, which was initiated by the then the municipal commissioner Vijay Kumar, when he was in Chennai Metropolitan Corporation commissioner. He initiated very few schools in corporation schools. Later when he became a SPD, he implemented across this state. And all the teachers they have accepted, very few. But anything, any innovation, some changes, some opposition will be there. But they have made it as a model to this the nation. The data analytics to inform the decision making. Because the technology will help to a large extent in the teacher education also. Next slide. Yeah. Now government also realizes this, the importance of this, the digitalization. They have initiated something. One of the things is that the PM E-Vidya, particularly this, the COVID, this, the problem, we have all suffered. There is a lot of learning loss happened across the country because of this. We have to close down all the schools, and we have to shift. The teachers also, most of the places shifted from face to face to this, the online. Like to provide the support for that, the PM E-Vidya scheme was launched. Under PM E-Vidya, so many things are happening. One is that Diksha earlier started one platform. Earlier, when we wanted a cloud space, we have to buy, and by paying. Now it is it is a free, unlimited cloud space is provided in Diksha. Diksha full form is digital infrastructure for knowledge sharing, and that is a teacher platform available. And the 200 plus TV channels available. One class, one channel. That is announced by the finance minister in this previous budget. Under that, the 200 plus TV channels are already in operation. For each class, one TV channel. It is available. Vaisang Institute is there in Gandhinagar. They are providing the technical support for that. And a special radio podcast for this visually challenged persons and this hearing impaired. So that in addition to that, they are providing that. And e-Pathshala, it is a mobile app is available. E-Pathshala, all the textbooks are available, regional language as well as this the English, CBSE, even this the state subjects books also available under this e-Pathshala. And ISTA is another program, National Initiative for School Heads and the Teachers on this the holistic the achievement, like this, that's kind of a program. This for the professional development of the teachers, Government of India initiated. Now it is ISTA is for various areas already in the process. And Swayam, it is a platform created for this the MOOCs, Government of India platform. Anybody, even if you have some ability, you can also create a course, you can also offer. That is the opportunity is given. Platform is created. The full form of that bracket is given. So study webs of active learning for young aspiring minds and young people can do. I think Mann Ki Baat sometimes the Prime Minister used to give some examples, and there were some years back, 2 years back or 3 years back, he was mentioning some engineering college students in Visakhapatnam, Ramakrishna Beach. they are collecting this plastic material, which is, so nobody will notice that they are doing something for the environmental protection purpose. So once the Prime Minister is announced that they are doing excellent job, he mentioned the people, some 6 names who are associating with that, collecting that material, and they are doing some kind of recycling. So it has become a very important. Many people started supporting them. Like that, some kind of initiative should come from this, the young people. Every one of us, we are having the abilities. We used to call it as the innate abilities, and we have to use that abilities. Then only you can do something, right? So now digital literacy library is available, and the Inflibinet is there, and all e-books, audio books, everything is available. And one nation, one subscription. We need not buy separately journals. And then once you become a subscriber under this, the One Nation tentatively, for time being, is recently started. It is only for this, the government institutions they have given. And probably in future, it may be accessible to every one of us. Right now, because of this, the digital initiatives, so many changes that is going to happen in the teacher education also. One is, the blended learning is becoming one of these most popular concepts. The previous speaker also mentioned about we need to prepare the repositories. Every institute need to become. I think Madam also knows here. This institute is having the Arts and Science College. When you want to go for the NAC is insisting on what are these repositories, resources that you have created, and that there is a lot of scope is there. When you become a part of the higher education, it has become a mandatory responsibility when in the teacher education also to create a repositories. And models like we have a various psychological theories are there which are having the implications on the thing. For example, Bruner's concept learning theory, we call it as a discovery learning, where you focus on this, the examples, non-examples, counter-examples, and the identifying the attributes, classifying them as essential and non-essential attributes, and based on the essential attributes, framing a rule, so that it's become an approach. We call it as the concept attainment model. Similarly, if you can analyze other things also there, right? So probably that the blended learning becomes a part, and the students learn content using what if the teacher is going to teach tomorrow. They will come with the preparation. That's why we had one batch MEd students in RIE Mysore. That's the Maldivian students. They used to call it school heads, they call it school managers. So school managers, the Maldivian government requested NCRT to have a program. So because they are all qualification is B.Teach, Bachelor of Teaching. The degree name nomenclature is B.Teach. Like we are having this, the B.Ed and BSc B.Ed. Similarly, they are having the B.Teach program. And there was a 3 years program. And for the purpose of the equivalence, we analyzed and we made it as a 3-semester program. 1 semester is a bridge course, and earlier previously was only this was a 2 years program in 2007 and 8. We got some kind of an MOU with the Mysore University, NCRT, and the government of Maldives. And where this, the teachers, they used to come, sir, what is the topic tomorrow you are going to teach? Sir, yes, tomorrow I am going to discuss about the sampling theory. They will come with this, the preparation with this. But they ask only so many questions, lot of interaction. We don't find. Now I am speaking, you people, some of you people are finding very difficult because already near to this, the 2 o'clock, and every one of us feeling hungry, and why this person is not leaving us like that, we are having some kind of angry with me. Like providing this, the experiential learning. NEP also is emphasizing on providing this experiential learning, lot of support. You have to go to the beyond the classrooms, and the reality you have to provide realistic experiences. Maybe sometimes where it is not possible to provide the real experience, you can provide the virtual experience using the VR tools. Right now, the project-based learning, and the connecting the institute and the industry, the lot of scope is there even in this way out. And another one is particularly in the language, we have a tools, gamification tools also there, mobile, this Play Store, you can go and see gamification apps also there, which can be used for the purpose of the learning. Then sometimes when you sit up for this, the game purpose, we don't find, we'll knowingly or unknowingly spend lot of time on the games. Similarly for the language learning, some kind of games, and there is a scope is there to provide that kind of things. And some game, another one is adopting the pedagogy. We are all familiar with the pedagogy. We know the term andragogy. What is this pedagogy? Pedagogy is a self-directed learning. So whatever that we want to learn, so we are going to direct on our own. This is what I have to learn. And how I can learn that? I have to see the alternatively where I can get the resources from the institutional resources or national repositories or from this, the web resources. All those things, can I consult somebody by sending the mail, or can I invite somebody for this, the online, like the previous speaker came online from Malaysia, like that, some kind of our target is reaching the goal. So that practice of what we are going to adopt, that's pedagogy. Initially, pedagogy practices are adopted for only in a research programs. Now even in the school also, Tamil Nadu, some schools they are adopting, and whatever that policy says that there should not be distinction between what is that the vocational and academic programs. That is, some schools are in practice. Near Sholagiri, there is a Farm Hill School is there. Just 20, I don't remember the name of the place, 20 kilometers from Sholagiri. The Niti Aayog identified that school as an innovative school, and they are documenting. There are some places, even at the Isha Foundation School in Coimbatore, they are school with a difference. So some schools also there here and there. 52 schools Niti Aayog identified across the country as a school of difference. So there are the schools only, but a different kind of practices. And these kind of practices are possible when the teachers, if they do differently, that innovation is possible. The next slide, please. And the aligning the teacher education methodologies with this the credit framework. Because already UGC has given the document, National Credit Framework, and which are documented. This the ABC, Academic Bank of Credit, how it can be online, how it can be transferred. So some guidelines are given, and the teacher education also need to come there. Integrating the academic and vocational courses. One of the big challenges, particularly this the higher secondary, we have vocational courses, and there should not be any distinction between the academic and the vocational courses. So that how do we nullify that difference? Allowing the students to earn the additional credits to the add-on courses. So that's already available and people can go because of the CBCS system, choice-based credit system. They can add some more credits also. Flexible curriculum structures, work integrated teacher education for the teachers. So probably you can just say BITS Pilani, VIT Chan, this one Vellore, Amrita Institute, Coimbatore, some kind of all kind of institutions, particularly people who are in the engineering profession. If they want to acquire their master's degree, MTech program, there is a program is there, work integrated learning program. So they should be in the field. Another the area in which, for example, somebody wanted to do MTech in environmental engineering, that applicant should have been an employee in the area of environmental engineering field. So that kind of people, even in the teacher education also, it may come in future. That is work integrated teacher education program. Teachers who are already in the field. Now this the co-locating the Anganwadis from this the Anganwadi centers, nearby schools, they are co-locating and funding because some people they want to give some kind of professional inputs. 60 days, 120 days program. Some design is there by the government of India. Probably that may be extended. And the professional development programs and self-directed teacher education. Vikasit Bharat 2047, there is a vision document about this, the 100 years of independent India. They wanted to make a vision document. And next slide, please. Under that particular document, it is emphasized on this, this is the program learning outcomes and the course learning outcomes. Every course we have learning outcomes and program learning. We have to map it with that. Next we can go. Yeah, this self-directed teacher education. So in the case self-directed teacher education, this the online platforms will be used to deliver this the content and provide the access to the resources for support and the network. So this is one of this the possibility this that the teacher education program also without teacher educator, without the model, how we can acquire this the professional skills. So that is the possibilities are discussed in the draft form. You can also see if you have any suggestions, you can also provide suggestions to that. And mentorship by is pairing the teachers. Pairing of the schools concept is there. Samagra Shiksha, Tamil Nadu government, they have a pairing. Some schools in Tamil Nadu are pairing with the Punjab schools, or Haryana, or Mizoram. So some kind of the academically they are having particularly for this one. So it's now in Andhra Pradesh near Visakhapatnam there is one place, Paikaropeta, a small village near in between Vishakhapatnam and Kakinada. That particular school is paired with this, the school in UK. So that this school to school, this the culturally, this the exchanging. It is similarly here also this the pairing for the purpose of the mentoring, for the purpose of acquiring the professional skills of the teaching. And this is already some initiation is there, but it's not in full fledged. That is the National Mission on Mentoring of NCT already given. So we can also, mentors' names are given, their contact details are given. You can send a mail, you can fix time, and you can use them. Adopting the technology-based reflective practices and evidence-based feedback. Now we have a mobile is there, and we can also give the feedback. You can say, no, that is not the correct. Means you can argue, no, it's the correct only. You can say that some kind of the specific behavior which you have observed. You can give some kind of evidence. Evidence is more important. So adopting the technology will help to get the evidence-based feedback for acquiring the professional skills of the teaching and to identify the areas of improvement. Beginners normally we are all came for the purpose of acquiring the professional skills of the teaching. In the beginning, we don't have much skills, and when we wanted to go to the field, we may have some kind of problems. For acquiring these skills, we are using the concept of micro teaching. So that can be supported with this the technology. This is one of this the future. So that can be possible. You can also ask somebody, peer member, to take the recording, and you can think about going for this self-reflection by looking into the video. So some kind of evidences will find. So this is about this about the future. Just hypothetically is given. Probably it may change so many shapes. It may come. We never anticipated that the 1979 this the Asian Games brought the television, and television came, and we never anticipated that in 2000 when we started this the Gyandarshan television, and we never anticipated that it is going to be from one channel to it is going to cross the. We are going beyond the 200 channels. Like we don't know this. Earlier we have only one Doordarshan national network. Particularly people are in border areas, the Tamil Nadu and Andhra, that the Vellore, Chittoor, that area. They used to get this the Tamil Nadu and as well as But other places would have only one channel. Now many channels are also there. So live discussions, so many things that is happening. And when it comes to this education, for entertainment, we have a large number of channels. For this one news, for the knowledge, we have a lot of sports, we have a number of channels. For education also, we need to have the channels, particularly this the COVID pandemic time. In order to minimize this the learning loss, so immediately this the Atmanirbhar Bharat scheme, the channels are initiated. Now 200 plus KU band channels are available, and these channels no charge, it is all free of cost, and we can only 8 hours of instruction is given. It's the repetition for the twice. If they miss in one round, they can see 8 into 3, 24 hours. Same content only, 8 hours content only will be repeated twice. So that is how it becomes a 24 hours channels according to convenience of the learner. So there are some programs also there, even in the Ganadhar, the Doordarshan. Early morning 5:45 to 6, Tarang program is there, exclusively for the teachers. If you can just see this, viewers rating is very less, but that means that we are not able to prepare the content, interactive content. So that is why the young people's responsibility in future, that kind of a content need to be prepared. So this is just I told. Anything you want to add, you can just think I can add, and any suggestion is there for me, you can also, or any clarification is required, you can ask. Now it is open for discussion. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.